What's up, gamers? I mean, oozers. Too abrasive, I apologize. Hey guys, AloneIGrey here, and the other day, we ranked every game that I played in 2024. So let's look at that now. Remember to like that smash button, smash that like button, smash that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, block me, never see me again unless you don't. So do that stuff, Yeah. Guys, this is every game I played in 2024 ranked. I made such a basic PowerPoint. This was inspired by my favorite streamer, Coney. Shoutouts to Coney. Follow Coney. He does not know me. Here are games that I'm currently playing that I'm not going to rank, but we're starting now, I guess. Silent Hill 2. So if you stick around after this, I am playing Silent Hill 2. So far, I'm having a good time. Zelda, I started. I love Zelda to death. I started off really strong, but now the gimmick is becoming a little, like, it's definitely cool, but I'm definitely feeling I wish I was just playing a real Zelda game right now a bit, but again, still a great game. I have to finish it, though, before I get, give any, like, actual ranking on it. The music's beautiful, the graphics are beautiful. And I also there's gonna be a lot of Persona on this list. I've had a Persona craving. We started Persona, it's like you're fighting small sections of a lot of enemies, if that makes sense. And you're kind of just going through like a little action RPG dungeon, and it's fun. It's very fun so far. Then we have a list of games that I did not play, but will get to, and I want to get to. But we have Metaphor ReFantazio, which is made by the same creators of Persona, Atlas, and whatnot. It's going to be the game I stream after Silent Hill 2, so very excited for that. Again, I've heard like the praise it's been getting has been like overwhelming, and I thought I was gonna get to this game down the line, but like I'm hearing way too many good things about it to like delay that any further. So as soon as I'm done with Silent Hill 2, we're moving on to Metaphor, so get excited for that. All right, so we're gonna do this in tiers. This is the bad tier. Every game that you see in this tier is bad. My least favorite game that I played this year is The Plucky Squire. Woo! Plucky Squire, worst game of the year for AloneIGrey 2024. Woo! This game's not that bad. It really isn't. It's a novel thing. It looks so good, but the actual gameplay itself was just so boring. I got it for free on PlayStation Plus, and I'm really glad that I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. Content warning! Content warning. And honestly, content warning is not bad. It's a good game. It's fun. But the problem is, it doesn't work. All right, number 17. This is a big one. Number 17 is Persona 3. Persona 3 Dancing All Night. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. I definitely had you there. I definitely have you there. It was fun. I had a great time with it. But it's a bad game because it just keep replaying the same songs over and over. That's the only other bad game I played, because now we're moving to the good tier. We got Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. One major thing, which is players can play at the same time. You do not have to pass to your friends. This is the first good new Monkey Ball in forever, because the last Monkey Ball that came out was a remake of the first two, which was obviously going to be good. So we're going to keep going with the party game spirit. We're going to say number 15 is Mario Party Jamboree. Woo! It is the best Mario Party that has come out in who knows how long. The one that came out before this on the Switch, Superstars or whatever it was called, was great, but it was all old boards and old minigames. But it has some bad things. First of all, I'm a firm believer that Mario Party should just be Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart at this point, in terms of why don't we have like 50 boards in the same game? Why do we keep losing boards when we go to the new games? Like it has 7 maps. There should be at least 15. I think there actually should be 50, but I'll be nice to greedy old Nintendo and say, just give us like 15 maps. Like, why not? That would extend playtime for so long. I haven't played a new Mario Party in a while. This is the one to get on Switch. Like, by far, this is the one. All right, number 14. We're going to another old game here, but it's a game that I didn't touch until this past year. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the reunion version. You're gonna see my boy Zach. I love Zach. I played it while sitting on my couch and not leaving my house, but if it was a game that I could just kind of take with me for short bursts, like this would be perfect for that. They're reading off of this play that exists in the game, and it's just watching them like read these lines and Zach reacting to them like, what are you saying, man? It's so fun. 13, we have Pal World. First controversial game on the list. First and foremost, I want to say that if Power World did steal assets, then that is bad, and they should not do that. But I think they proved that they didn't do that. They're getting sued by Nintendo because they created a monster capturing game, which just so happens to be a concept that Nintendo popularized in the form of whatever this guy's from, which is an incredibly terrible precedent to set. It's a well-made game. Like, I was having a lot of fun with it, just catching things, like improving my base, doing all that fun stuff at the beginning. Number 12, we got Wuthering Waves. Definitely just feels like the Genshin clone with better action gameplay. Like, I don't know, I was schmoovin' with some of these characters right here, switching between them, doing like cool things, and like I felt awesome. And also, it has its own Pokemon capturing system where you have to like capture like the things that you fight and like add them to your team or something like that, and you have to like get certain rarities of ones. I was having a whole like few days where just collecting that stuff nonstop was like the most fun thing for me. But at the end of the day, it is still gacha slop. So what are you gonna do? At the end of that, we move up a tier into great tier. These next games are great. Go out and get these right now. These are like actual awesome gaming experiences right here that you probably should experience at some point in your life, you know? Starting off, I don't know what's next. I forgot the order. We have Resident Evil 2, the Remake Edition. This game is awesome. I did not know until this year that horror games were puzzle games. I love puzzles. This is super fun for me. I do think it feels repetitive doing the same areas again. Awesome game, though. Super awesome game. Excited to play more of the series, though. I think I'm going to play Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 is probably going to be my next horror game after Silent Hill 2. Top 10! Woo! We're starting off with Helldivers 2. This is a game that I did not stick with like many of people did, so I'm giving this game praises for like the few times that I did play towards the beginning of its lifespan. I liked so you have this thing in this game called stratagems where it's like you input like a button prompt and then you can throw like an item out. And I like the idea because you can have so many different items because of this system. And it's like, I don't know, it feels more innovative than just going to a menu to press something. Not you, Helldivers 2, it's me. I'm bad at you, and I wish I wasn't. Number 9 is Marvel Rivals. This just came out. It captures like that comic book aesthetic in a 3D space so well. This might be the best looking superhero game I've ever seen. It is stylized perfectly for what it is. And the characters are fun. Every time I try a new character in this game, I'm just like, holy shit, you are so fun. I love Moon Knight. I want to main Moon Knight. He is so fun. Playing a lot of him. My con. I don't really have a con for this game, but what I think is absurd is that this game is literally Overwatch, and people hate Overwatch. Lisa the Painful / Lisa the Joyful. It's kind of like an M-rated Undertale. It's an absurd game. It's a gross game. You're gonna see a lot of gross stuff, both in like an ew and both in like an oh, that's bad. There are times where it does feel like the game's just like beating you up to beat you up. Again, great game, highly recommend for RPG enthusiasts. Number 7, ooh, game I can talk a lot about. Sonic Shadow Generations. We're finally coming back to the boost gameplay with Shadow Generations, and this is by far the best it has ever been in the entire series. The levels feel huge, it feels like there's a bunch of branching pathways, platforming feels very apparent still, and it really feels like there's a lot you can do to optimize your run. Shadow has powers. This game does not have a single level from my favorite Sonic game, Shadow the Hedgehog, 2005. Everyone hates that one, yes, don't have to tell me twice. An amazing tier. First of all, we're moving up a tier. These next games are the creme de la creme. I love all these games. I think all of these games like are at least like 9 out of 10s for me, at the very least. So number 6, we're gonna start with Neon White. Neon White is literally speedrunning the game. Literally speedrunning the game. You go fast in this weird first-person mode where you go through these gorgeous levels trying to optimize your times. The levels are bite-sized, but there's oh so many of them. So it's like you just kind of keep going and going. I promise you, it's one of those games where it's like, if you play it, it makes sense. It's absolutely cracked. It is crack. It is crack cocaine and then some. That is the neon white powder that they are using to make this the most fun game to just blaze through. So, number 5, for the first time this year, I played The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Speedrun, defeat Ganon, no SRM, woo! So, this actually logically works out, and I did not plan this, but I watched the speedrunning event that Ludwig held. I thought, speedrunning looks fun. I tried Neon White, and I had a great time with it, but then I learned that was going to be too hard. And then I realized, no, I don't want to speedrun and get good. I want to learn glitches and have fun with that. Ocarina of Time, I could not have picked a better game. These glitches are fun. I can't wait to get back to it because I did not finish. I started, I got right to the end of the game where you actually have to defeat Ganon and like actually do the castle warp glitch, which was the most exciting one to do. I haven't gotten to it because it seems very complicated, and be able to take my Switch out at a party and be like, hey guys, look what I could do. Speedrun through Ocarina of Time. Don't worry, it'll only take 20 minutes of your time. Then we can go back to watching the sports game or the Netflix. The real Rivals GOAT of the year, Rivals of Aether 2. The community is going to look down on me for saying this right here, but I am going to say this for ease of use. A platform fighter is a Smash Brothers-like game. Rivals of Aether 2 is the best Smash Brothers game ever in terms of competitive feel. It is fast-paced, the art style is awesome, and every character kind of has their own gimmick to it. The game was in beta at the beginning of 2024. It had a few different like beta weekends. I felt so good at the game because no one was playing. Then all of the Melee players joined, people that are actually good at flat fighters joined, and oh my god, people are too good and not even really that good, and I'm just bad. I wish I was good at this game. The more I don't play it, the worse I get at it, but it is so fun. It is. Number 3, 13 Sentinels. Half of it is a visual novel. The other half, strategy game. You go through one character's story, you hit a point, and then it stops you. It's like, all right, you cannot progress from this moment until you play XYZ's character story. The games that can, like, make you feel smart for figuring things out feels really cool. You probably have no idea what's happening right now. FF7 Rebirth. These next two might be, like, top 10 games for me. FF7 Rebirth is my new favorite Final Fantasy, even though I love my classic RPGs, but God, this is I love this remake series so much. Best action RPG game that I've played since Kingdom Hearts 2. The scale is massive. Every area is just a giant area, and guys, I don't care about open worlds. I do not care about being able to start one place and go anywhere. It's not an open world game. It's still a linear game, and this is the type of game I like. This is what I think open world should be striving to be. There are so many just straight up fun slice of life moments. Now, there are stupid ones like trying to like catch a chocobo or catch a Moogle or whatever. Those are not fun at all. These are stupid mini games. But there are so many mini games that are actually fun because they're contextualized within the story. A lot of them are just hanging out with certain characters, and you get to pick a character and hang out with them. You go on a date with a character in the Final Fantasy series, and it's fun. It's fun. It just feels like a cute little wholesome character moment for them. There's a little tournament arc. This game has a whole built-in card game, kind of like Final Fantasy VIII does, and it's so good. It's so fun. It has a beach section where there's a bunch of mini games. It has an amusement park section where there are a bunch of mini games. It literally has a whole built-in Mario Kart section where it's like literally like different cups. There's so much game in here. It's insane. If someone was like, hey, can I have a game that just does everything? There are many amazing characters in this game. Aerith. Aerith takes the cake. Aerith is one of my favorite characters of all time. I will always go back to saying, when Aerith was introduced to me in Kingdom Hearts, I thought she was lame. I thought she was boring. Then I realized that Nomura probably just never played Final Fantasy VII. Because then I played the original Final Fantasy VII, yes, I did that before playing these remakes. Aerith is a badass, like, holy shit. I shit you not, they added, like, I got to a point where I beat everything, and I thought I was almost done in the story, and I thought it was just combat simulator stuff. They added, like, 100 missions, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't have the time for that. But if you do all of that, then you get to play as Sephiroth and Zack in the combat missions, and I wanted to do that, but the game made me too mad, so I didn't do it. This is it, guys. This is the end game. My favorite game of the year, which should be a surprise to no one that I've talked to. This is my game of the year, my GOAT. Persona 3 Reload. I did not think Final Fantasy was going to get topped. I really didn't. I will say, right now, without any hesitation, Final Fantasy VII has the best gameplay of the year. The best game to play of the year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. By far. What carries Persona 3 is by far the story. The opening song to this game, Full Moon, Full Life, one of my songs of the year. This game is a slow burn. So you have to kind of go into it expecting it to take a bit to build up. But I think it pays off incredibly. The third full moon fight is when the story just starts like getting like, oh wait, this is like, I'm getting intrigued. By the time you hit, I think, November in this game, I think this might be one of the best games I've ever played. And then you experience November, you experience December, you experience the months after that, and it's like, holy shit. This is something else. I think the story at that point just kind of transcends the story medium in gaming. I don't think the tension has ever built up in a darker, more like what the fuck way than the ending section of this game. I'll be thinking about where I think this game picked up till the end forever. Gameplay is actually so average, but who cares, because average Persona is good. It's really good. DLC kind of sucks. The story, as you go through it, even though you are learning things that you didn't learn in the main game, it's useful, but it still just feels kind of ugh. There's this beautiful moment of clarity where you're like, well, maybe not. Maybe we won't call it clarity for those who know, but like, there's this beautiful moment where you see, oh, is that the road that this is going? And it's like, holy shit, that is so cool. And it is, and it's just as cool as you want it to be. You go through some of the most emotional boss fights. You see some of the characters at emotional peaks that you have not seen before, and it's just, it is a wild ending to the game. All right, so quickly, I don't want to recap everything I just did because I feel like that's a waste of your time. But for convenience, these are my top 10 that came out in 2024. Hey guys, those are my top 10 game, or sorry, not top. Those are that's every game that I played. It's way more ambitious than that. Every game I played in 2024 ranked. Hopefully your favorite game was there, and if it wasn't, let me know about it. I hope it wasn't The Plucky Squire, because I didn't like that one. Maybe it was Power World? Did you like Power World a lot? Maybe. You had a good time fighting for democracy. But yeah, let me know in the chat, comments, your favorite game of the year, your favorite game that you played this year, because obviously we don't care if it came out in 2024 or not. You can't get to every game this year. So many games exist. You have a giant Steam backlog where you bought something on sale and you haven't played, and now you don't even know if you're gonna play it because you don't even know if you're interested anymore, even though you heard it was a great game. So, best game that I played this year, and I will tell you that it is. It's my list. But you can feel free to tell me otherwise. But no. But other than that, guys, try to keep everything positive in the chat, in the comment section. It's me, AloneIGrey, signing off. Top favorite games of 2024. Let me know. Maybe we'll do this list again in 2025. Maybe I won't play any more video games ever, and we won't. Maybe I will play one, and then this list will be very short. But yes, thank you for sticking around with me for close to 2 hours. Goodness, we're gonna go get into some Silent Hill 2 now on the stream. Woo!